Hi guys, welcome back to Taylor Fashion. On today's video, I'm showing you how to make this beautiful top. I'm not sure what this top is called, but I'm just going to call it an asymmetric neckline top with probably a cold shoulder and a tight sleeve. Anyways, let's get right into it. So you want to start off with your pattern paper folded in two, and this is just for the front piece. Since the pattern on the left and the right halves of the front piece isn't the same, so we'll be making both sides differently. I took the shoulder width measurement divided by 2 from the center front, and I took it down by 1.5 inch. I marked how wide I wanted the neckline to be, and I picked 4 inches from the center front. Then I went ahead to mark out the reference lines as the underbust line, the waistline, and the full length of the top. Next, I took the length of the armhole, which is going to form the chest line. Most of the time, it's the same as the shoulder width divided by 2. So I took 7 inches down from the shoulder slope. Since this is the front piece, I'm going to take the armhole area in by 0.5 inch so the sleeve sits better. So I'm taking that at the midpoint of the armhole. I then went ahead to put the round measurements divided by 4 down. So bust measurements divided by 4, I placed that down and I added 0.5 inch, 1.5 inch seam allowance. So I'm adding my seam allowances to only this side here. The remaining seam allowances to the rest of the pattern I will add when I'm cutting out the fabric. So I also did the under bust measurement divided by 4, added the 1.5 inch seam allowance, waist divided by 4, added 1.5 inch seam allowance, and then the upper hip where the top is going to sit divided by 4 and added 1.5 inch seam allowance. Then I'll just go ahead to connect all of that. I opened up my pattern paper so I could duplicate the pattern on the other side to make it easier to draw out the neckline and the sleeve. First, you have to pick if you want the left or the right side of the top to have the cold shoulder, and I picked the left side. Then I went down at that shoulder by 5 inches, and then I connected that to form the neckline. So to form the part of the sleeve that's tied, we're going to extend that chest line excluding the allowance, and then also extend the neckline. That's going to form the rope or the part of the sleeve that's tied. And because my pattern paper is not wide enough, I'll just leave it like this and extend it while cutting out the fabric. One more thing I'm going to do is to make the edges a bit rounder so they sit nicely on the hips. So I went up by about 1.5 inch. So this is basically the pattern we'll be using for the front and the back piece. The only difference would be the 0.5 inch that we took in at the armhole for the front piece. This style works with very stretchy or very elastic fabric because there's no zip allowance. So I'm using lycra. And I didn't even have enough fabric for this style because you can see the extended sleeve that's supposed to be tied is not long enough on the front space here. So I would say it should be about 15 to 20 inches depending on how long you want it to be. But yeah, so I also think about 2 yards or 2.5 yards should be okay for this style. So I went ahead to cut 2 pieces for the front and 2 pieces for the back. So I'm using the material as the lining too since it's elastic. And I trimmed out that part of the armhole just for the front piece. So when I was done cutting, I ended up with 4 pieces. So 2 pieces for the front, 2 pieces for the back. And then I went ahead to start sewing. So you want to take your main fabric piece and lining piece for the front piece and sew the bottom, the armhole, the neckline, or basically like the rope part, and then turn it inside out. And you do the same thing for the back piece. So this is what it looks like after turning it inside out. Then you can go ahead to iron this to make it flatter and look nicer. I closed up the sides for each piece. Then I went ahead to put the front and the back pieces together to join them by the shoulder and the sides. So I joined them by the sides with the 1.5 inch seam allowance that we took earlier. So this is the final look. You can also go ahead to trim out the allowance so it's not so bulky on the side. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.